Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TIS. Like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Like my channel, please subscribe. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode 4, called, let me get my thing, it's called In the Thick of It. In the Thick of It. And what it was, it started off with Joi and Clifton driving up to their new home to check it out. They said they really liked the new home. Joi says she likes it because the house is big and it has a lot of space. And Clifton said that he liked the house too because it's big and roomy. And he says the most important thing they wanted to get a house that had a good view, and they liked the view. They liked the view. They liked the view of the house, and they also said they liked it that the house was like on a lake. You know, it was like a lake house, and they really liked it that. And they went in the house to check out everything and stuff, and Joi said she really liked it. And so Clifton was saying, what about the wedding plans? We thought in there. She said, well, I haven't really thought about it yet. She said, I'll get back to you on that about the wedding plans. She said, I'm gonna FaceTime Erana and show Erana how the house look, how some of the house look. So she FaceTimed Erana and said, ooh, Erana, we in our new house. See how it looks. She said, ooh, it look pretty. She said, see the ocean view, not the ocean view, the lake view. She said, oh yeah. She said, it's big enough to invite some guests. She said, yeah, I'm gonna invite you and Jamie over. She said, oh yeah, we can invite you. We can invite you over. The house is big enough to have guests and everything. So next thing you know, we switched to the next scene. And the next scene was Quick in the kitchen cooking breakfast. And then Ashley came down, and then Ashley said, what are you doing? He said, I'm just cooking a little breakfast. And he said, how you feeling? She said, ooh, I'm feeling tired and wore out. She said, I'm feeling tired and wore out. She said, between my party and the book signing and all this stuff I got to do for the book, and then I got to do this other stuff. She said, I'm just tired. He said, Ashley, you need to take a step, you need to rest and take a step back. She said, I can't rest and take a step back. I got this book club, and then I got my podcast. I'm gonna start back up and stuff. And so he said, did you have a good time at your party, Ashley? She said, yeah, I had a good time up until you made me mad about not telling me about Alicia's accident. He said, Ashley, I just want you to have a good time at my party. She said my friend was in an accident. She could have been hurt. She said the party would have been the last thing on my mind. I wouldn't even think about no party. He said, Ashley, that's the main reason why I didn't tell you. He said I was wrong for not telling you. He said, but I didn't tell you because she was okay. It was just the car total up. She said, but it could have been the other way around. So you should have told me and stuff like that. And so after that, he said, well, hi, it's Alicia. And Ashley said, well, I talked to Alicia on the phone, and Alicia said she got and Alicia said her arm is all right, but it's just a little sore, but she'll be all right. About just a little sore. He said, oh, okay, that's good. I hope she'll be all right. And then it switched to the next scene, and the next scene was Erana going to this paint shop. And so she told the hostess that she was going to have another person come. And so Joi walked in, and the hostess greeted Joi, and then the hostess gave Erana and Joi some drinks, and Erana and Joi sat down to talk. And while they were talking, while they were sitting down painting and making pictures, Erana brought up, she said, you know what, Joi, you wasn't even at the party, but you was talked about at the party. She said, what people talking about, discussing me at the party? She said, well, what did they say? Erana said, well, I was kind of curious myself, and so what I did, I asked Black and Sherell. I was saying that you had a problem. That you had a problem with Black, and stuff like that. And so I would ask Black what was the problem, what happened, and Black said you got mad at him because he was dating your friend the same time that he was dating Sherell and stuff like that, and stuff like that. And Joi said, no, that's not the only reason why I don't like Black. She said I don't like Black because, yeah, for one reason he was dating my friend while he was dating Sherell. I didn't like it either. She said, but the other reason why I didn't like Black, she said, because he was making bad business deals and stuff, and didn't communicate with the group what he was doing and stuff like that. And so she also said, yeah, he accused me of going with the drummer, and me and the drummer having a relationship. But me and the drummer was just friends, and that's another reason why I don't like him. And she said that's been 10 years ago. Joi, shouldn't you do that? She said, what is Sherell is gonna have some kind of fitness event, and I was thinking maybe you should go. Joi said, why I'm gonna go to something when I don't like the person's husband? She said, if I don't like the person's husband and stuff, I'm not gonna go to that person's place or that person's event. And she said, well, I can't. Like I said, she said, you don't want to go to her event and try to talk it out and get stuff in. And Joi said no. And then it switched to the next scene, and then the next scene was Erana and Jamie going to the Funland event with Ashley and Quick, and Ashley and Quick said, well, they wanted to discuss the stuff that Big Jamie said about Little Jamie at Jason's party, and they didn't like it, and they didn't like what he said, and they felt some kind of way, but they wanted them to have fun at the same time. And so what happened? They were saying, yeah, let's go over here to the go-karts, and they go on the go-karts. And so they was racing on the go-karts, and Quick said, well, I'm gonna beat all y'all. And then so Jamie and Erana said, well, Quick need to Quick should have stayed on the inside, and stuff. And then Jamie said, yeah, because this car was almost too close to mine. And so what happened? They got out of the go-karts, and they went to sit down and eat lunch. And then so Quick said, Jamie, me and Ashley felt some kind of way when you said that little Jamie just wanted attention. When you said that little Jamie felt like he didn't want to be here no more, and stuff. So me and Ashley felt some kind of way about it, because I know some of the stuff that little Jamie's been going through, and if the thing is getting so bad like that he don't want to be here no more, well, then you gotta take that serious. It's like mental health. And then Ashley chimed in and say, well, Big Jamie, I know, because I tried to do it twice. I tried to do it one time when I was a teenager, then I tried to do it another time before. And then Quick said, well, I understand, because I knew what Ashley was going through. And Big Jamie talking about, well, he is spoiled. He is spoiled. Little Jamie got back in trouble in 2021 and stuff like that. And so I was trying to help him get out of trouble. And then Erana said, well, that's why I was agreeing. That's why I said we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. And then Jamie said, I remember calling my boy that. I don't remember saying that about my son, that I said he wasn't gonna be there. And I don't remember saying that. And then Shady Production show where he was drunk, and he said, well, yeah, I might have said some stuff because I was drunk and stuff like that. And then after that, Jamie said, well, what it is, Quick, I take y'all suggestions and stuff like that. But what it is, me and Jamie gonna work stuff out. Next thing you know, it switched to the last scene, and the last scene was them at the event. And so it was Ashley and Erana. They came first, and then that gym outfit. And then Sherell did some background information and said that she had her own fitness thing and wellness thing online and that little stuff. And she was saying she was always trying to lose weight, and she was saying she was in different programs. And she said she decided to go ahead on and be a personal trainer, so she can teach classes and train people too. So they was doing exercises outside and stuff. And next thing you know, Ashley drove up in her car, and she came in her car, and it was like a little bit of space, and so she could barely park, so she came on in while they was in the middle of stuff. And then after that, they was doing some exercise. And then after that, came in. Winter came up, and then Sherell said, "Come on in, Winter, even though you late for the class." And so Winter looked around, and Winter said hi to Sherell and some more people. And then she saw Ashley and Erana. She said, "Ooh, I didn't know I was supposed to wear a wig." And then she said, Sherell said, "Come on, girl, get an exercise." So they was getting into exercise and stuff like that. They did the little exercise, and then when the exercise is over, Winter say, "Sherell, I'm finna go. I'm finna get ready to go." And she said, "Okay, bye." And then Winter say, "Bye, lady." She was talking to Ashley looked at her funny, and somebody didn't say, and Ashley looked at her funny, and Raina didn't say nothing. None of them didn't say nothing to her. And then here come Alicia interjecting herself, and then she talking about, look at her, huh? And then so Winter said, "Well, who is you?" She said, "Well, who is you?" She said, "I was just speaking to the people I know." She said, "I really don't know you. I know you don't know me. You're not gonna come at me like that." And so Sherell was looking kind of funny. And then Winter said, "Well, the only reason why I spoke to them because I thought everything was all right with me and Ashley, and everything was cordial." And then Ashley chimed in and said, "How you gonna think everything is cordial and what you said about me and my husband last year? What you did?" She said, "That's why I thought I could come in and we could have a conversation, woman to woman and stuff, but I don't need an audience." And then she said, "What you mean you don't need it?" She said, "I don't need an audience. It just need to be me and Ashley, Sherell." And then next thing you know, here come Alicia coming from behind the back looking and all that stuff. And then so Ashley gonna tell Sherell. She said, "Sherell, why don't you invite Winter? Invite Winter, and know me and Winter don't get along?" She said, "Look, Winter is my friend and you is my friend." She said, "But what is, I thought y'all could have a conversation, a woman to woman, and be adult about it." She said, "But how you expect me to have a conversation?" And then Sherell said, "You don't have to keep bringing it up. I was wrong. I apologize. I will not try to get y'all together anymore. Let's move on." And they keep on wanting to go. And she said, "Well, when I'm gonna go and walk you out." And Winter said, "Okay, you can walk me out." And then that Ashley girl gonna try to say something behind the scene. She said, "Look, like I said, I don't know you. And Sherell said, come on, get in the car." And I was so glad that Sherell saw that it was Ashley and her friend Alicia really trying to start stuff because and then Sherell said, well, she came back in and she said, "Look, I can't be in the middle of no mess and no stuff like this." She said, y'all got to learn how to move on. She said, "Next time I'll make sure that I won't invite Winter to something that I invite y'all to." And I'm so glad that Sherell saw through this stuff because they was trying to start something with Winter. I don't know why Erana and Winter think they can. I mean, I don't know why Erana and Ashley think they can handle Winter. They can't handle Winter. Winter's too quick with her shade. Like I said on Twitter, I said Winter is kind of like Candace on Real Housewives of Potomac. She not gonna fight you. She gonna fight you with her words. And I thought I was the only one thinking that, but there was a whole lot of people gave me a thumb up, and some people kind of retweeted what I said, and some people were saying they was thinking the same thing. But all in all, episode 4 was good and stuff. I still like Love and Marriage DC. TV Dweets did a comparison on the ratings from season 1 and season 2 and stuff because the ratings came out. I put the ratings in the back of the video, but he said it's kind of on par with 1, even though they're showing more people. The show is real good. I think the ratings will pick up the more it's aired. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tested like a T.I. is. I am out.